The first chapter in history is Rise of Nationalism in Europe. Now, before getting into detail of the chapter, let me explain to you what does the word nationalism mean. I'll give you a simple example of India. India is a diverse country, but there are certain things which are common amongst all of us. Now, what are those things which are common amongst all of us? We all have a common national flag. We all have a national anthem. We all are located in a particular geographical location. We have common freedom struggle. We have common history. These are the things which are common amongst ourselves. We identify ourselves, collectively identify ourselves with this thing. And we have a sense of devotion, respect for the place from which we come from. So this is nationalism. Let me give you a definition of nationalism now. Nationalism is a feeling of commonness or common subconsciousness amongst people who live in a particular territory and who are bound by common identity of descent, freedom struggle, history, language, culture, etc. So let's get into rise of nationalism in Europe. Now, before 19th century, when I say 19th century, I mean before French Revolution, before 1789. In Europe, there was monarchy. There was absolute control of kings over its subject. Slowly the feeling of nationalism was ignited amongst people, and it brought a tremendous change in the political life of Europe. There was struggle. The feeling of nationalism brought about struggles, uprisings, and eventually a nation state was formed. Now, what do you mean by nation state? Nation state is made up of two words, nation and state. Nation is group of people who have common consciousness, they have feeling of oneness and unity, and they are bound by common identities, is a nation. Now, what is a state? State is altogether different. It is a political entity. Now, it has four elements. It should have a sovereignty. It should have a sovereign. It should there has to be population, territory, sovereignty, and a government. These are four things which are necessary to form a state. Now let's blend both of these. What is a nation state now? Nation state simply is a sovereign state, and the subject of this state or people belonging to this state are bound by collective identity.